Hello everybody and welcome back to a very much long awaited video. Today's video is my collection tour. In total, as it stands, I have a whopping 391 video games. We're closing in on, we are closing in on 400, and by the time part 3 has come out of this video, I guarantee I will have over 400, but that is because I am currently just buying loads of Xbox 360 games, which will be in part 3. So, today's video is exploring my collection of Nintendo games. We'll be starting off with the Nintendo 3DS, the Nintendo DS, Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Wii, Nintendo WiiU, and the Nintendo Switch. Pretty good. So first up, we'll be doing the Nintendo 3DS. So let me get them games and let me show you what I got. So I actually have a pretty small Nintendo 3DS collection with only 20 games in. I only have 20 games for the system. 20 games, that's not a lot. But I'm not sure why I don't have more. I do play my 3DS quite a lot, but I do predominantly play Animal Crossing New Leaf, which explains it. But we'll get in and we will show you what I've got. So, first up is a game that I do have the big box version for, which is just down here, and that game is Animal Crossing Happy Home Designer with the e-reader and the box. So yeah, I got this when it first came out actually. I quite like it. I know it's not a very popular game within the Animal Crossing fandom for some bizarre reason. I'm not sure, but I love this game. And if you haven't played it, play it. Next up is a game I did mention I predominantly play, and that game, Animal Crossing New Leaf, currently empty because it is currently in my 3DS, which is in my bag for my journey to Glasgow tomorrow. So I love this game. In my opinion, it is the best Animal Crossing game. It's not my favourite, but it is the best, and I do have a lot of love for this game. Moving on, we have a game that I cannot find on GameEye. When I try and input this into my collection, it doesn't exist, and I find it so weird because I genuinely don't know why, but that game is Cooking Mama 4. So it's a first party Nintendo game. It makes no sense to what is it, first party Cooking Mama? I don't know. Either way, it's a popular Nintendo game. I don't get why it doesn't exist on GameEye. I've not played this version actually. I do have quite a few Cooking Mamas and I really enjoy them. So yeah, I got this for Christmas. Oh dear, I'm throwing everything. Next up, we have the only FIFA game in this collection. It's FIFA 15. I put a lot of time into FIFA 15 when I first had it, because when I got FIFA 15 on the 3DS, I didn't have an Xbox 360, I didn't have a PlayStation, I didn't have an Xbox One. So this was the only way I could play FIFA. Yeah, I remember signing Damnnn, the Brazilian centre-back from Bayern Munich, in one of my careers, and that's the only thing I remember about this game, apart from the fact it's FIFA and it's like most FIFAs. Next up, we have a game that I bought because I wanted it on the Switch, but it was cheaper to buy on the 3DS. And because I had a 3DS, I bought it. It is Lego Avengers. I haven't played much of it. Oh, you can't really see it. I've not really played much of it because it takes me a while to properly get into Lego games. I love Lego games, but it does take me a while to get into the gist of them. And yeah, I bought this for when I went to America and didn't play it I forgot to actually take it with me. Moving on, we've got another Lego game. It's a Lego game I've not played, and I actually bought this in my £10 CEX challenge video. I think it was the first one, actually. I bought it because it was cheap, and that is Lego Batman 2 DC Superheroes. Not played this, never actually played a Lego Batman game for that matter, so I should probably get to that. Moving on, sticking with the theme, we have Lego Batman 3 Beyond Gotham. Again, not played it, bought it because it was cheap and just haven't got round to playing it. Next up, we have a game that I actually bought on the 360 yesterday, and that is the Lego Movie video game. Not played it, bought it at the same time I bought those other two Lego games, and haven't played it. Bought it because it was cheap. So yeah, Lego Movie. Next up, we have my, I want to say most expensive, and it's my most expensive because it is sealed, and because it is sealed, I refuse to play it, and that game is Luigi's Mansion on the Nintendo 3DS. Fun fact, this is the game that I'm going for in the next episode of Project GameCube, so I can actually play it on the correct system. So I am excited to actually play it. I do enjoy Luigi's Mansion too, so I'm sure I'm going to enjoy Luigi's Mansion. Next up, if you couldn't tell, Luigi's Mansion 2. I need to get the remaster on the Switch. I was going to buy it this month, but then I went to see Taylor Swift and now I have no money. So I want to play this on the Switch. I really enjoy it on the 3DS. Yeah. Next up, we have New Super Mario Bros. 2. I quite like this. I mean, it's kind of a ball ache almost, trying to get all the coins and such, but it is good. I have played quite a bit of it. I think I'm on World 6 or something, so I am a fair way through it. It's alright. It's not my favourite New Soup game, but it is fun nonetheless. Next up, we have a rather underrated, I wouldn't say underrated, an overhated Mario Kart game in Mario Kart 7. People hate it, and I don't really get why. I mean, it brought in gliders, for God's sake. Like, that's probably one of the best things that have been brought into Mario for years. Well, Mario Kart for years, and I think it's alright. I just think it's a bit janky of sorts. Like, yeah, it's not my favourite. I'm making it out like it's my favourite. It's not my favourite, but people hate on it a lot more than they should, I'd say. Next up, we have another Mario game, Mario and Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. I have played a fair bit of this, not much. I do prefer Mario and Sonic at the London 2012 Olympic Games on the Wii. Next up, we have Mario Tennis Open. I bought this because it was cheaper than at CEX, but with it being a Nintendo Selects, I'll probably end up trying to swap that out eventually because I can't be bothered with those. Next, we have a game that I was so excited to play. So excited. I loved the whole concept of it, and then I played it and I didn't like it. And that is Miitopia. I much prefer Tamagotchi Life. I know they're different games, but I was so disappointed when I bought this, and yeah, so sad. I'd made myself so excited to buy that for so many years, and I finally bought it, and I was like, sad. Next up, the first game I got on my Nintendo 3DS. This is the game that I got with the bundle. Nintendogs and Cats. I love this game. I was actually on it a couple of days ago, and I love my animals. I have cats and dogs, and I have to sell some because I have too many, and I can't buy any more. So I need to get to that. Next up is, it's a game I need to go back to because in my head I don't like it that much, and I don't know why, but that game is Super Mario 3D Land. Yeah, I just, for some reason, I don't like it. I'm pretty sure I've played it all, but yeah, I'm not sure why I don't like it at all. I got that off my dad years ago. Moving on, we have a game that I actually do like this one. I do. I'm pretty sure I've nearly completed this game, I think, like the story-wise. We have Super Monkey Ball 3D. Got this for Christmas a few years ago. The case needs to be seriously cleaned up. It's full of sticky residue. But yeah, I quite like this. I'm a big fan of monkey ball games anyway, so I will enjoy them no matter what. Next up is one of my favourite games. I bought this before the price skyrocketed. I've had 3 copies of this game. The first copy I lost, and now I only have the case for. And then I had this copy, and then the second copy I lost, found it, and then traded it into CEX. And it's Tamagotchi Life. Love this game. I think it's so fun. Yeah, I love it. I love it, I love it, I love it. And Nintendo need to bring it out on the Switch. And finally, a game I paid £15 for and I've still not played. I haven't got a clue why I've not played it. It looks fun and I want to play it, so I should probably play it. It is new Yoshi's Island. Yeah, just don't know why I've not... Well, no, Yoshi's New Island, even. Not sure why I've not played it. But that is all of my Nintendo 3DS games. Moving on, we'll do the Switch and the Nintendo DS. So let me get that sorted. So we are back. I have got 2 very large piles in front of me. I hope they do not fall, but let's get into it. Also, I may not do the Nintendo Wii in this video. I might make this I might do the Wii separately due to the sheer amount of Wii games I've got, and I'm already 10 minutes into this video and this section is going to take a while. So do be prepared for the Nintendo Wii Part 2 section of this video to come out on Friday. I'm going to get it out, don't worry. But let's get into it. So we have the game that got me so into this. I don't actually know if I've got a legit copy of this game. I think I do. It's just the case. We have my favourite Animal Crossing game of all time. Animal Crossing Wild World. But yeah, obviously, I've got a different case. It's a different case to them cases, so it's always put me off. But yeah, my uncle bought me this game in like 2006, 2007, and since then I have loved Animal Crossing. I have so much love for this game, it is unbelievable. And the soundtrack, oh, I love the soundtrack for this game. So, next up we have a game that's really cheap at CEX, like 50p to £1. I like this game. Obviously it's not very good because you're drawing on a little DS screen. But that game is Art Academy. I used to enjoy this as a kid because I loved art, I loved drawing. I wasn't very good at it, but I still had lots of fun playing it. Next up is a game I got because it's a triple pack and I thought it was a cool triple pack, and I'd never seen it before seeing this. How much did I pay? I paid £4 for this. The receipt's actually inside, and I bought it in July of last year. This game being the Ben 10 triple pack. It's got Ben 10 Protector of Earth, Ben 10 Alien Force, and Ben 10 Alien Force Vilgax Attacks on it. I love Ben 10. Next up, we have a big box game. Should have come before Ben 10, but it didn't. Oh well. We have Band Hero. I paid £3.50 for this, and yeah, I've never played it. I mean, I have. I've already got the game. I've got a loose copy of it somewhere. I've had this game for years, basically, and just because it was in a box, I bought it again. Next up, we have a game I got from a charity shop pretty recently, within the last 2 months or so. We have Bolt. Not played it yet. I've not played a lot of my DS games, to be honest, which is why I've kind of slowed down on buying them. Next up, we have a game that I recently played on the PS2. Haven't played it on the DS. It's Cars. I'm assuming it's not as good as it is on the PS2, so I've not played it. This game I, however, have played, and I've played it on the other consoles, and I don't really like it on it either. We've got Cars 2. I do prefer the other games on it, well, the other console versions, but I didn't like this for some reason. It just wasn't clicking with me. Next up is one of my mum's games. It is Kate West, The Vanishing Files. Never played it because, as I said, it is one of my mum's games. Next up, as I mentioned before, I've got this game multiple times on different consoles. This franchise even. Got Cooking Mama. I've played lots and lots and lots of Cooking Mama. Very good game. Next up, to keep with the theme, we've got Cooking Mama 2. I think this year my aim is to get every single Cooking Mama game on the DS and the 3DS. I don't think I'm that far. It's the 3DS games that I think I'd struggle with, so better get to them. Next up is a game that I bought for my mum again, although I do have a question about this game. It is CSI Crime Scene Investigation Unsolved. So the question I have about this game is, I bought this for my mum because she likes CSI and these types of games, and it doesn't work on her DSi. I thought it was an issue with the cartridge reader in her console, but every other game works. This one doesn't, but it reads in my 3DS, so I don't understand why she can't play it on the DSi. So if anyone knows why this is happening, if it's not compatible with the DSi or something, I genuinely don't know. But my mum really wants to play it, so yeah. Next up, we have a game I got for cheap again from a charity shop. It's Doctor Who Evacuation Earth. Bought this because I like Doctor Who and it was like £1 at a charity shop. Next up, we have a game that my mum bought me for Christmas. I love this game. Oh, it's got a receipt. No, it's not. That's it. Safety manual. I wanted this game for ages. I had it on my R4 card. It's a lot of fun. It is drawn to life SpongeBob SquarePants. Yeah, I love this game. I think it's sick. Basically, I really enjoy it. And I think this next game's sick as well. It's a really, really slow game. Quick game. It's one of my favourite cartoons of all time. You can see the pops of it there. It's Foster's Home for Imagination. Let's say that again. Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends, Imagination Invaders. Wow, I struggled with that. I really like this game. I've beaten this game countless times. I might actually play it again today. You know, I might. It takes like 2 hours, maybe even less. Really good game. I love it. But that's because I'm nostalgic for Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Next up is a game I hate. I've had this game for 10 plus years. It is the Hannah Montana game. Yeah, I don't like this game. I've tried getting into it recently even, but no, not happening. Next up is another Disney game. We have High School Musical Making the Cut. I bought this because it was cheap. I think it was like 75p. Next up, following the theme, we have High School Musical 3 Senior Year. Not played it again. Probably bought it because it was cheap and it was High School Musical. Next up, we have a game I absolutely hate with my entire being. I think it is so boring and so repetitive, and I, honest to God, hate this game. It is The Incredibles Rise of the Underminer. If you watched my video from the other week, I actually bought it on the PS2. I'm yet to play it, but I assume it's going to be just as bad. Sorry, I'm really thirsty. Moving on, we have my favourite Lego game on this specific console. It's my favourite Lego game and it's on this specific console. I've not played the other versions, but I love this version. It is Lego Indiana Jones The Original Adventures. Love this game. I bought this version probably about 2 years ago, I want to say. I was just laying in bed one day and was like, I want to play Lego Indiana Jones. So I bought Lego Indiana Jones and then played it for like a month straight. Love this game so much. I've just put it back in because it was in my little DS carrying case that I take with me when I go out and I'm planning on taking my DS. And yeah, I love that game. The next version is the sequel to this. I've not yet played. Case needs a good clean. I might buy some goo gone. Is Lego Indiana Jones 2. I own this on the DS. I think I own it on the Wii. I own it on the DS, the Wii. Do I own it on the Xbox 360? No, I own the first one on the Xbox 360. But yeah, I own this on quite a few consoles and I've not played any yet. Oh no, that's a lie. I did. I have played it. I've played it briefly on the Xbox 360 when Charlie CEX gave me that game instead of Lego Indiana Jones. So I bought Lego Indiana Jones. I got home. I stuck the game into my Xbox 360 and that game was Lego Indiana Jones 2. I was not happy. I did not want Lego Indiana Jones 2. I wanted Lego Indiana Jones. So I took it back. I said, you've given me the wrong game. And they didn't have that game, so they gave me a voucher. Next up, we have a game that I have beaten. Not 100%ed. I've beaten the story for on the PS3, and that game is Lego Pirates of the Caribbean. A pretty decent one. Not sure about on the DS, but it's decent on the PS3. Next up, we have a game that I bought during my Lego phase, where I bought these specific games on 3 different systems in the span of 3 days, because for some reason I needed them. First up, we have Lego Star Wars The Complete Saga. I have played a bit of this. I played it when I had to go into hospital with bad pains. And I got through a fair bit of it. Not much, but a fair bit. Following on, we have Lego Star Wars 2, the original trilogy. Not played this one yet. Got to get round to it. I do want to play every Lego game on every console, ever. Moving on, we have a very good Mario Kart game. Probably my second favourite Mario Kart game is Mario Kart DS. Love this game. Played it for so many hours. I might actually stick that in again very soon. I'm seeing how high I can get this before it's visible. Moving on. Oh, it's the only Mario Party game I've played. Mario Party game I have played. It is my favourite Mario Party. It's Mario Party DS. I spent like 20 quid on this about a year and a half ago. It's less than that now. Oh, I love this game. I love this game so much. And I bought it because it was in stock at my CEX and then went out of stock. Well, they sold it and then it wasn't seen for ages. But it's complete. It's got the manual. I paid 20 quid for it because the receipt is inside. And I bought it on the 5th of May 2023. Played this game so much. Moving on, we have a game that, again, I've played lots of on my R4 card. Not so much since getting the physical copy, because for some reason, I've become really bad at it. It's Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games. The first one of the Olympic Games franchise. A very good one at that. I enjoy it. Moving on. Oh, I like this one. I've had this game for years as well. It is My Sims. I was a big My Sims fan growing up. I loved it. I had My Sims Party, all the other shebangs on multiple consoles. My Sims Kingdom. I love that game. But yeah, My Sims. Oh, we can still fit a couple more. Moving on to follow the theme. My Sims Agents. However, this has been bought recently. I bought it because I like My Sims games. Next up, we have My Sims Kingdom. Not played it on the DS. Love it on the Wii though. And finally, for the first pile, is a game for my mum. This is the one that is currently in her DSi. She's not played it. It is My Spanish Coach Level 1. We both want to learn Spanish, and my mum's way of learning Spanish is apparently buying DS games on learning Spanish. So that is pile 1 done. It is a high pile, and I am paranoid it's going to fall any minute now. If Pepsi Max ever want to sponsor me, please do. I am heavily addicted to your... If Pepsi ever want to sponsor me, send me any Pepsi Max. I'll be eternally grateful. I drink at least a litre of Pepsi Max a day. I'm addicted to the stuff. It's not healthy, but I love it. Next up, to follow the theme, we have My Spanish Coach Level 2. She's not got onto Level 2 yet. She bought it because they were both there. Next up, we have a game. For some reason, I can't figure out how to play. I cannot figure out how to play it, and I don't understand why, because it's Nintendogs. Why do I not know how to play Nintendogs? It makes no sense. It's Nintendogs. Why can I not play it? I'm not a very clever person. Oh, my dad got a good deal on this game. My dad bought it me last year. It's New Super Mario Bros. And he paid like a £5 for it. Actually, he did. It's on the back. He paid £5 for this game. And it's like 20 quid at CEX. I was like, yes, Dad, go to that shop, buy me that game. And he did. He bought me that game. Because he rang me. He actually rang me and he went, there's a game here, a Mario game for the DS. Do you have it? I went, what game? He went, New Super Mario Bros. I went, no, I don't have it. I went, how much is it? He went, £5. I went, buy it. He went, okay. And he bought it me. I'm not talking to him at the minute, he's a dickhead. Next up, a game that I finally own on the PS2, by the way. Thank you, Matty boy, for buying me this. It's Over the Hedge. I quite like it on the DS, I won't lie. That's why I wanted it on the PS2 as badly as I did, because I thought it was a decent game on the DS. Therefore, obviously on a better quality console, it would be a better game, right? Next up is, oh, I do like this game. I think this is my favourite game of this franchise, actually. It is Professor Layton and the Curious Village. These following games, all from the Professor Layton franchise, are all my mum's games. I bought them all, but they are her games. Following on, we have Professor Layton and the Lost Future, with Professor Layton and Pandora's Box. And lastly, oh no, is it? No, this is my favourite one. And Professor Layton, Spectre's Call. All of these, I do believe, have the manuals. I bought them here for Christmas in 2021, I think. I bought all of them. She didn't own a DS, but I bought them all and then bought her a DS for her birthday a month later, which ended up being 2 weeks later because she wanted it and she paid for half of it, so yay. Next up, we have a game I've not played. It's only £2. I bought it because I like the next game that comes up, Phineas and Ferb. But I like this game, Phineas and Ferb Across the 2D Dimension. I think this is pretty fun. It's a little platformer type game. It's pretty cool. I like it. Next up, we have a game that I have loose somewhere around here. I think I actually dropped it on the floor, if I'm being honest with you. It's Pirates in the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest. Not played it. I bought it because it was in a charity shop and I had this game when I was younger and I wanted a case for it, so I just ended up rebuying the game in general. Yeah. Next up, you're not getting a sneaky peek. Don't even try it. Rayman, Raving Rabbids. Paid £7 for this 10 plus years ago on a car boot, I think. I thought I'd lost the game, but I didn't. I put the game in the bin, and as my dad was emptying said bin, he went, "Emily, you've got a DS game in the bin." So I have a complete copy of it now. Next up, we have a game I hate. I was so excited to play it. I started playing a bunch of my DS games not long ago, just to see what games I wanted to take with me on holiday, and it was certainly not this game. That's Robots. Didn't like it. Was not a fan. Was not a fan because I couldn't figure it out. Next up, oh, I really enjoy this game. This game is one of the games that got me back into gaming, collecting games even. It's Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who. This game actually only ever came out on the PSP and the Nintendo DS. The WiiU, no. However, the PSP port is a much better game. However, I don't own a PSP. I'm waiting till I find the Simpsons movie PSP for a good price. But I do think that's an American exclusive console, therefore I won't even be able to buy my European games. But yeah, Scooby-Doo Who's Watching Who. I love that game. Next up, oh, we have a game that my mum bought me for Christmas. I've not yet played, but she bought it me because I love Scooby-Doo. If you follow me on Instagram, you will know I love Scooby-Doo because I post about watching Scooby-Doo every night on my story. Scooby-Doo Unmasked. Not play this one. I did see someone make a video on Scooby-Doo games not long ago, and apparently this one's really repetitive and it's not that good, which is disappointing because I was really excited to play it. Next up, it's just a boring game. This game is not special whatever. It's Sight Training. I think that was my uncle's game and then I stole it off him because why would I not steal that? Next up is a game I'll include. I've got the case and manual for. I just need a loose copy of it. So if you do have a loose copy of this game that you're willing to sell me for a decent price, I will be grateful. It is SpongeBob and Friends Battle for the Volcano Island. I got this game off my cousin. We used to trade games on the DS all the time. So he traded me this. I played it and lost it. And never found it. Next up, I have played this game. It's okay. Not my favourite. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. It is Super Monkey Ball Touch and Roll. There is a Wii version of this, I do believe, called Step and Roll. I learnt that off of Retro Head. He told me about this game because it uses the Wii Fit board, and now I really want that game because I like Wii Fit board games. But that's more on that. I've not really, well, I have played it, but I do prefer the 3DS game one more. Next up is a game I bought because I needed to spend like £2 on a game to use all of my voucher. It's Surf's Up. I now own this on 2 consoles and I've not played it on either. Next up, oh, I was so excited about this game. I'll actually open my Battle for Volcano Island. Tom and Jerry Tales. I bought this game because of my love for the Game Boy Advance version. And I really don't like this version. It is a completely different game and I wasn't a fan. I was really disappointed because I was so excited to get that when my mum bought it me for Christmas. Next up, oh, I always forget I own this game. I've not played it, but I do want to buy it on the Xbox 360. It is Toy Story 3. I know people rave about this game. I've got a guy who keeps playing it on my TikTok at the minute. He's always playing it. So I do want to play it, so I should probably play it. And finally, the last 2 games we have got. Victoria's Hollywood Arts debut. I bought it at a charity shop. No, I bought it at a car boot for 50p. I've not played it, but I like Victorious. And lastly, we have, oh, we got a GBA game in there. Wall-E. I like this game. This game brings me a lot of nostalgia because this copy I have had for so many years. I like that game. Moving on, let me show you my 2 Nintendo Wii U games. I only have 2. First up, we have Just Dance 2014. Bought this for cheap at CEX. And next we have New Super Luigi U. Bought this because I didn't buy it, my mum bought it me for Christmas and I've not really played it yet. Tell me games to buy for my Wii U please, because I want to play it more. I've played it once and I've not gone back on it. And next up we have the Nintendo Switch. I have 5 games for this console, or physical games should I say, for this console, as I downloaded a bunch of games on my Switch. First up we have my least favourite game of all time. It is Marvel Superheroes. Hate this game, hate it, hate it, hate it. Moving on, we have the game that is currently in my Switch and I was playing it yesterday and had a panic attack because a creeper kept trying to blow me up and it destroyed my crafting, my storage room. It is Minecraft. It destroyed my storage room. It blew up all my good chests, not even the bad chests, the chests with the diamonds in. I also discovered I had 2 chests for gold, so that did help. So all my gold is in one place now. But it, ooh, creepers. Next up we have a game that I got for Christmas. If you haven't played this game, it's a pretty fun game. It's a nice game. It is Moving Out. My mum bought me this one because she wanted to buy me a game off every console that I listed I wanted games for. She bought me this because it was the cheapest one. But I only put it on the list because it was a cheap game and it's honestly really underrated. I don't really see people talking about it, but yeah, it's a nice game. You've got to put stuff into a van and you're moving people out, obviously. The name is Moving Out. But if you haven't played that, I'm not sure what the price is at CEX anymore, but it was £12 at Christmas time last year. But yeah. Next up, we have a brand, no it's not, it's new, it's Super Mario Bros. Wonder. I've not played this game as much as I should have done. I actually took this out of my Switch to play Minecraft. So I bought this around Christmas, January time. And yeah, I do like it. It's just, it was in my phase where I wasn't enjoying any games. So yeah. And lastly, we have my favourite Nintendo Switch game. and possibly one of my top 3 favourite games of all time. It is Super Mario Odyssey. I love this game. Honest to God, love it so much. I've not beaten it because I am terrible at the dark side of the moon. But I've replayed the rest of the game hundreds of times. I'm trying to get all the moons. I'm currently on the... what's it called? What's that kingdom called? It's the one... is it the Poison Kingdom? The one where it's like in a jungle. I'm on that one trying to get all the moons. I've got like 8 more moons to get and then I've completely done that. Good stuff. But yeah. So yeah, the Nintendo Wii section is definitely going to be a whole separate video due to the fact this video is already 30 minutes long. So let me stick all these games back on my shelf and I'll do the little outro. So they are all of my Nintendo games minus the Nintendo Wii. I hope you enjoyed this video. Yeah, this helps people kind of gauge what games I've got, how many games I've got, and just an overall insight on what I am as a collector, which is weird. And yeah, so Friday there will be a new video showing all the Nintendo Wii games I've got and the Nintendo GameCube. I'll just do that whole shelf. Yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, remember to like, comment and subscribe if you are new around here. We are closing in on 1,700 subscribers, which is pretty cool. Hopefully I can reach 2,000 subscribers by my birthday, which is in November. If we can, that would be insane. I'd really like that if that happened. Yeah, that would be cool. Also, I do have a Discord if you are not in that. We're closing in on 50 members. There will be a link to that in my description, as well as my Nintendo, as well as my Twitch, which I should hopefully be streaming on within the next 2 to 3 months. My TikTok, which I am trying to become more more frequent with uploads, my Instagram, and there'll be a link if you would like to become a channel member. That isn't free, so if you don't have the money, don't do it. If you'd like to support me, that'd be pretty cool. The cheapest membership is £3 and the most expensive, which I don't expect anyone to do, is like £25. So yeah, thank you all for watching. I'd also like to give a shout out to a channel. I cannot remember his name at the moment. Let me go check. Okay, I'm back. I'd also like to give a shout out to the Gaming Warrior. He's currently on 4 subscribers, so he's trying to get back into uploading, so that'd be cool if you could all subscribe to him. If we can get him to at least 10 subscribers, that would be great. Yeah, so thank you all for watching this video. I hope you all enjoyed, and I shall see you all on Friday, where you can all see my Nintendo Wii and my Nintendo GameCube collection. So I'll see you all then. As for now, bye-bye.